Are you tired of being a broke little bitch while your friends constantly laugh at you for being poor? I guess what I'm trying to say is, are you ready to level up your game by making some money while you sleep? Well, today you're in luck, because I'd like to make a different kind of video than I normally do, just to mix things up a bit. So if you're new to my channel, I usually talk about stocks I'm investing in, and now probably some more broader financial topics like this video. So if you enjoy this kind of content, let me know by giving this video a like and subscribing if you want to stay up to date, because the topic of today's video is passive income. However, I'm not going to recycle the same boring passive income ideas that you've heard a million times. No, these are going to be unique passive income ideas that don't get talked about a lot. And being that I mainly talk about stocks on this channel, I'm not going to mention dividend investing, as I'm sure a lot of people here already know what that is. I'm also not going to be talking about things like drop shipping or starting a YouTube channel, because let's be honest, drop shipping takes a lot of upfront work, and with a YouTube channel, you need to spend hours and hours every single week to maintain what you already have, which isn't exactly passive, even if previously created videos do generate a bit of income. This video, though, is dedicated to approachable ways that you can start generating money passively. And the cool thing is, I'm actually going to give you guys some examples and actionable steps that you can take today. And all of the links to the things that I'm going to be talking about in this video will be in the description below. And speaking of passive income, before I start this list, I'm going to shamelessly plug my Patreon page, where you can get some pretty cool perks, and it helps support this channel, so check it out, links in the description. Alright, enough of that, let's get into what you clicked on this video for. The first passive income idea I'd like to talk about is with a device called Piggybox. Piggybox is essentially a small cube that you connect to your home internet that pays you $10 every month in cash, sent directly to your PayPal account, no strings attached. Essentially, Piggybox uses the extra bandwidth on your network that's available to collect information that they sell to businesses. And this kind of information, according to Piggybox, is for advertising info. So think about things like online prices and flight information. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is this device actually safe to use, and will they be able to view my browsing history? Rest assured, this product has been on the market since 2021, has amazing reviews, and does not have access to any of your personal data. It's also safe as their software is only using IP addresses to collect bits of publicly available information and is unable to view user activity. So think about it like this. Piggybox doesn't know anything about you or your browsing activities. It can't access any private information on your browser, device, or local network. It only uses your unused bandwidth to anonymously download public web data from the internet and is completely dissociated from what you are doing on the internet. Their code is also audited every 3 months by third-party auditors, so rest assured, this product seems very safe. Essentially, you're simply selling your unused bandwidth. And the price for this thing is great too, coming in at $25. Unfortunately though, due to high demand, they're out of stock at the time of recording this video. So if you're watching this video well into the future, there's a chance that they might be back in stock or that the price may be a bit higher. But essentially, after 3 months of use, you can start generating a profit with this device, which at the very least is a pretty cool way to pay for things like a Spotify subscription if you have one. Also, if you're bummed out about it not being available, fear not, because even though this device is currently sold out, there's still a way to make $10 every month using the same company, as the same company that owns Piggybox also owns the Earn app. And unlike Piggybox, Earn app is completely free. Just sign in using Google and instantly start making money. The only downside with Earn app is that the app needs to be left on in the background in order to make money. So turning off your computer will also turn off your rewards. However, there's no need to worry about this either, as a way I'd recommend to get around this is by buying a Raspberry Pi, which is a small microcomputer that you can buy on Amazon. Basically, with the Raspberry Pi, all you have to do is go into your Earn app account and run a single command that keeps the app running in the background. Then that's it. Just keep the device plugged in and always running. And because it's such a small device, you can tuck it away anywhere you want and start earning money while you sleep. Alright, now let's move on to number 2 on this list, which is a Cryptobot. And I honestly think a Cryptobot is a great and underrated way to start making some passive income. And the cool thing here is that your earning potential scales with how much you're willing to let the bot trade with. And you can let it run for 24 hours a day, making this another great option if you're looking to constantly earn money. However, one thing I've noticed with a lot of crypto bots is that while a lot of crypto exchanges do offer them, they either have a limited number of features, have a subscription tied to using them, and are only available within that one exchange that's offering it. Gunbot though is my personal favorite choice, as it was recommended to me by a friend of mine who had some really good success with it, cleaning up profits in the thousands of dollars. And the cool thing about Gunbot is that it's not a subscription. You only buy it once and get a lifetime license that comes with free software updates, which I love. And on top of this, you're not tied to only using it on one exchange. You can clean up some profits in one exchange, and if you decide to move your crypto to another exchange, Gunbot can trade within the new exchange as well. So how exactly does Gunbot work? Well, it's actually pretty straightforward. Buy the plan you want. No need to go crazy here. I think the standard plan will work great for a majority of people. And this is honestly one of the very best bots on the market right now and is packed with a ton of features. And in terms of profit per month, it really depends on your risk tolerance and the overall direction of the crypto market. Cryptobot profits can honestly be all over the place, ranging from 3% monthly return all the way to 50% returns and above. And even though returns for this Cryptobot can be really good, I urge anyone interested in trying this to start out small and only use money that you wouldn't mind losing. But with that said, since a Cryptobot can trade for 24 hours every day, I think using a bot is a great way to generate some passive income. And for number 3 on this list, I have creating an Instagram account with AI generated content. Now hear me out. While it may take a bit of work to maintain an Instagram account, posting images every day, I think the effort it takes to post a single pic every day is far less than building and creating something like a YouTube channel. Now by this point, you might be wondering, okay, what kind of content should I be posting on this Instagram account, and how can I actually make money from this? Well, there's an AI program out there right now called Stable Diffusion that allows users to input text into a prompt and generate some really cool images. So with Stable Diffusion, I'm going to give you a few good examples of content you can make. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this first type of content I'm gonna tell you guys about does require a somewhat beefier PC with a good graphics card. So if you don't have a good gaming PC, fear not, because I have another fantastic option still that'll allow you to make money with an Instagram account. The first option, however, is to create some of those sexy AI babes that you might have seen around Twitter and Instagram already. And yes, these images are 100% AI generated. Pretty incredible, right? So once you've downloaded and installed Stable Diffusion from the GitHub repo, you're going to want to download the Stable Diffusion Chill Out Mix model, which is a special model that you can add to your local Stable Diffusion directory in order to produce these kinds of models. And I won't get into the details here of how to install it, as this video would run on for a while. Currently though, the best tutorial video on how to create these AI beauties is in Chinese, but fortunately there are subtitles, so be sure to check out all the links in the description of this video to get started. And once you have Stable Diffusion running locally on your PC, the only limit is your imagination. Then upload safe for work images on your new Instagram account, and once you get a decent following, you can link a Patreon account to your Instagram page where you can funnel in followers who would be interested in paying for a subscription to your not safe for work images, if you catch my drift. But if AI beauties aren't your thing, you can also create realistic looking portraits of people and charge a subscription service on Patreon for custom commissions of people who want very specific kinds of customized AI portraits. Now for the people who are tight on money, I haven't forgotten about you. Maybe you don't feel like creating AI portraits or people, or maybe you just don't have a good gaming PC to run Stable Diffusion locally. Well, fear not, because this next option is completely free. This URL actually used to host Stable Diffusion for free, but since has actually been paused. So I would actually recommend going to this URL instead, where you can get access to the Stable Diffusion demo for free. And from here, you can generate any kind of digital AI art image you want, from landscapes to abstract art. And like the previous examples, after you've built up a following on Instagram, you can have a link in your Instagram profile page that'll either take users to a website called Society6, which is a completely free service that allows you to print your designs on everyday objects like t-shirts and mugs and sell them on the site. And Society6 handles all the customer support and shipping for you. All you have to do is come up with the ideas, post it, and you're done. Now let's move on to number 4 on this list, which is investing in royalty producing assets. Now, what exactly do I mean by this? Well, instead of spending the time creating something like a song or a TV show and then hoping it gets popular enough to earn you money, you can use the site Royalty Exchange as a shortcut. On this site, you can literally buy the rights to earn royalties from all the profits that certain TV shows or songs are earning. And the cool thing here is that most of these auctions are for lifetime rights, meaning once you buy it, you'll earn royalties for life. Or if you choose, you can buy the rights and then decide to flip the rights you just bought for more money than you purchased it to another bidder. So for example, I know this one's pretty extreme, but if you want to buy lifetime rights for profit sharing of the TV show Glee, you pay $1.3 million and then you get to collect a portion of the profits for the rest of your life. In this case, for the last year, the payout was about $120K per year. Now, the obvious downside here is that it'll take roughly 10 years for this royalty to break even, but that's assuming that the rate is somewhat fixed and doesn't fluctuate. Now, before you jump out and exclaim, "I don't have $1.3 million lying around to invest," don't worry, as there's plenty of other options on this site, like the publishing royalties from a Jack Fowler song that sold for around $21,000 and earned roughly $6,000 last year, meaning it could potentially take just a little more than 3 years before you broke even and started making a profit from this one. Not bad, huh? There's also some options with fixed rates over a fixed year span, which 100% guarantees you profit. So there's plenty of pretty cool options here depending on what your budget is. And while your returns might not be the highest form of profit, I think this is still a good place to start for anyone interested in royalty investing and some pretty easy passive income. Alright, now this last one definitely takes the most upfront work, but it is also the most rewarding and can be the most lucrative. Being that I'm personally a software engineer, I had to include this one on the list, and it's building a Chrome extension. So if you're someone who's new to coding in JavaScript, starting out by building a Chrome extension is a great place to start, and it's completely free. All you need is a code editor and some free time. Now, if you don't know how to code or don't even want to think about it, then the answer here is simple. Hire someone on Upwork and have them code out your vision of what you want. That way, all you have to do is think about a great idea while your developer can do the heavy lifting for you. And this is actually a very common practice, as some of the world's richest tech founders don't code, including Steve Jobs, Reid Hoffman, the founder of LinkedIn, and even the founder of Spotify, Daniel Ek, who claims he only coded a little bit, but never amounted to be a genius-level programmer. Now, the reason that I'm saying to start with a Chrome extension and not some crazy software product is because a Chrome extension will obviously take far less time, effort, and less money in the long run. Now, in my opinion, in order to make the best kind of extension, don't just think about a problem to solve, think about a solution that could make someone else money. So for example, what about an extension that automatically scrapes email addresses of businesses on any web page a user visits so that marketing agencies can collect leads to call? These days, data is honestly one of the most valuable assets a company can have, and it has a tremendous possibility of impacting its long-term success. LinkedIn, for instance, is a goldmine of valuable data with tremendous potential to help businesses scale and grow. But unearthing the right information from the seemingly endless network can be next to impossible. And on top of that, the fact that LinkedIn is so strict about their privacy policies can make it even worse. So how should you extract the data you need smartly? Well, build a LinkedIn data scraper extension, like a LinkedIn prospect finder or a LinkedIn lead generator that can filter and extract data like region, job title, industry, and experience. Now by this point, you might be wondering how you can even charge for a plugin, as Google Chrome plugins are usually free. Well, here's what you do. A lot of extensions actually offer a freemium model where you offer your extension services as you normally would, but say limit the amount of times the user can actually use that plugin before blocking it behind a paywall. For instance, if you build an email scraper, only let the user who downloaded the plugin use it on 20 different sites every month, and block unlimited use of the tool behind a subscription paywall. Or maybe even put extra features behind the paywall, like the ability to download all the scraped emails into a CSV file. Trust me, there's plenty of individuals and businesses out there that would pay for services like this. So there's no need to reinvent the wheel here. If you can recycle an already used idea, but offer the service at a cheaper price point, that might be where success lies. But I urge you to come up with your own ideas when it comes to Google extensions. The main thing here is to offer value to someone. Think about a simple way that you'll either save them time or generate them money, and then charge for it. And like I said, I know this one is probably the most extensive, but I know there's bound to be some of you who would be interested in this idea. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this kind of content. If this video does well, I can keep this series up with some more interesting passive income ideas. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a like and leave a comment below letting me know your thoughts on these ideas, or if you have an even more unique and better idea for passive income streams. And if you're interested in my other videos, be sure to check out this one right here, which was specifically picked for you. Thanks again, and I'll catch you next time.